I'm not going to be on my feet very long. I just want to say, well, firstly, that I'm not going to be as long as Eric. But I'd like to say how very pleased that Sheila and I and the rest of the family are to welcome Emma into our family. Emma knows where the joke is But we're really pleased, and she's a lovely person that we've come to know over the last few years, and we're delighted to have her in the family, and I speak for all of the family when I say that. I think that Byron's a very lucky young man, and I'm sure they're going to have a long and happy life together. On the subject of Byron, Byron is not the nice, quiet young man.
Where's the PowerPoint next?
Oh, we're not going any further down that road. We'll just leave it at that. I'd like to thank Eric and Vinnie for this beautiful wedding that they've put on. It's a lovely venue, and the place today I thought was lovely, and the service as well. So thank you very much for that. I'd just like to finish by saying to Emma that all I ask from you is that you keep up an old family tradition that we have. It just goes back a couple of generations. Byron has a grandmother and a great-grandmother who between them gave the family 23 children. And I'd just like to say that you can start immediately after the reception.
Thank you, Richard. Thanks for that. Okay, moving swiftly on. Another Facebook message. This one from Emma's. Okay, and I'll use it actually to introduce our next speaker. Basically, on Emma's Facebook wall, she posted a note, I think, or a message to a close friend, which is quoting Dorothy Parker. Dorothy Parker said that she asked only 3 things of a man. 1, that he be handsome. 2, that he be ruthless. And 3, that he was stupid. Now, Emma notes, 1 out of 3 ain't bad. Okay, right.
To say thank you to my dad and thanks to Eric for the lovely speech that I've just had. You know, right from the start, I knew that Emma was the one for me. I seem to remember almost collapsing at the gym on numerous occasions just so I could spend some time with her at a time when she was extremely busy with her coursework. Well, Emma, I must now confess, it was all a ruse. I was never super fit. I only went to the gym so I could spend some time with you, and those gym sessions nearly killed me. However, I'm glad that I survived those brutal gym sessions to make it to this day, this very special day, for both myself and my new wife, who I must say is looking exceptionally beautiful today. I'm especially glad that my new wife accepted my marriage proposal and didn't punch me in the face when I popped out from behind the front door on one knee as she came home from work one evening. As a bonus, today Emma has made me the happiest and luckiest man in the world. On behalf of my new wife and I would like to thank Eric and Vinnie for all of the hard work that they have put in to make this day as special as possible, and for bringing up such a lovely daughter. I would also like to thank Rafe. Where is it? There it is there. I would also like to thank Rafe for all of those classic pranks you've pulled on Emma. Pranks that we still regularly laugh about today. I would also like to thank my parents for keeping me on the right track over the years and putting up with all of my shenanigans. Thanks, Mum. Thanks, Dad. And also, I would like to thank my brother and sister who, for all of the pranks and support they have directed my way over the years. Although I'm not sure I will still be thanking my brother after the best man speech, which will be following shortly. I would like to thank the ushers and say that you are looking very smart today. And I would also like to propose a toast to the bridesmaids. They're looking great today, I may say so.
The bridesmaids.
So could everyone please raise your glasses for the bridesmaids. And now, I will reluctantly make way for the best man speech. Reluctantly. Yeah.
Okay, I'll pass the mic over. Just a quick word. There's a Japanese koan, that is a Zen saying. Some of you might know one or two of these, but this one I think is very relevant. If a man is alone in a forest and there is no woman there, is he still wrong? Okay. On behalf of the best man, can I pass you over, please, just say.
I'm reading this speech on behalf of Richard. So you need to imagine that I am Richard because I'm reading it as Richard. And luckily for you, Byron, because I am reading it, a lot of the stuff got cut out. It doesn't seem 5 minutes since I was 8 and you were 3. Who would have believed you would grow to be a foot taller than me? Our childhoods were such a pleasure with you to boss around. Giving you a wedgie made Jolene look and frown. Then one day I had chores to do. Dad said, paint the fence. He said, there's a Cuprinol, but my brush was Byron Emmas. So Emma, don't be too hard if painting's not his thing, as he may find this traumatic with the bad memories a paintbrush brings. Whilst I'm in a confessing mood, the barber's story I shall tell. It's not one of a happy end, as Byron knows so well. Man gave me £5 to take him for a trim, but this I did not understand. He came home with only skin. Byron was so forgiving, you all must understand. I must have been demented, brainwashed with your favourite band. Jive Bunny and the Master Mixes. Who insisted It's such a shame silent discos were not a thing of the past. Well, Byron, I would just like to say this is where my story ends. I hope I'm not embarrassed you in front of family and friends. But Byron, you're not just a brother to me, you are my very best friend. And now you are married, your childhood has come to an end. You now need to be responsible and handle Emma with care, as Emma is very precious and your future does lie there.
I'd like to wish Byron and Emma all the best luck and go forward in your marriage with pride.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Sorry. Yes,
I'll get the hands on. I'll
We're getting a dance tonight.
Oh, that's my wife. Carrying me up.
I don't think you're going to be any luck because mine's not doing much for me just now.
What one?
Mom. Oh. She didn't. Following us. No.
It seems there's a women out there.
Excuse me. Wait till she poses.
Sorry, it's a video. You don't have to pose. You just need to be an idiot.
Don't make me laugh because then I get a shaky hand.
I thought that was a drink.
Yeah. No, that's when I've not had a drink.
That sort of thing. Granddad dancing for some of us, okay. And there will be a quiet room over the way. Okay, but now a cutting of the cake. Okay, so please, if you wish to take a photo, now's your opportunity.
I thought it was brilliant.
Whoever's idea that was. Surely.
Do you like that?